Welcome to Module 6, Chapter 8, Area and Volume. A builder is subdividing a 4-acre tract into 50-foot by 100-foot lots after allowing 7,020 square feet for streets. Into how many lots can the tract be divided? Okay, so first thing we want to do is here, look, here we have square feet and here we have acres. So to start, we've got to put all of this in the same language. We're talking two different languages here. So we're going to convert our acres into square feet. 4 acres times, an acre has 560 square feet per acre equals. So we have 174,240 square feet. So now we can subtract from that the 70,020. And this gives us a total of 104,220 square feet of land for our lots. Each lot, let's convert our lot into square feet. Each lot is 5,000 square feet. So if we divide our total by our 5,000, this gives us 20 lots. I'm sorry, yeah, just 20 lots. Because to have a, we can't have a fraction of anything here. It's 20 lots. So if I were to get, let's say that number would have been like 19.2, well then it's only 19 lots because there's not enough. You can't round it. Even if it was 19.8, I can't round that up because there's not that land there. I'd have to round it down. So we get 20 lots. How much would a sidewalk cost that is 3 feet wide, 50 feet long, and 3 inches thick if the concrete is $135 per cubic yard and labor costs $7.44 per square foot? Round the answer to the nearest dollar. Okay, we've got another one. We've got feet, and inches. Keep an eye out for those. That if you don't catch that inches there, that could really throw you off. Okay. So what we want to do here is get our total, is because we've got to get our cubic, right? We're going for cubic yards. So, but first, let's get our cubic feet. So we've got 3 times 50. And then for our inches, we've got that equals 3 over 12. Three divided by 12 is 0.25, which gives us 37.50 cubic feet. But we need to get our cubic feet to a cubic yard. So to get a cubic feet to cubic yards, you divide by 27. There's an awesome chart at the beginning of this chapter. Very, very, very helpful chart. So that gives us 1.39 cubic yards. And the concrete is 135 per cubic yard. So that equals 187.65. But also labor costs $7.44 per square foot. Well, we already have, oh no, we got to do square foot. This is cubic feet. Square feet is simply going to be our 3 feet by our 50 feet. So we've got 150 square feet times our labor, which is 744, equals 1,116. We add these two numbers together, and that gives us and it told us to round it to the nearest dollar, so that's going to be 1,304. That's a long one. How many cubic yards of airspace are there in an A-shaped cabin that is 35 feet long, 20 feet wide, and 25 feet high? Round the answer to the nearest to 3 decimal places. All right, cubic yards of airspace in a cabin. So first, let's get our square feet, which is 35 times 20. Okay, so that gives us 700 square feet. Okay, then we need to look at the area, and the formula for area is 1/2 base times height. So our base, so it's 1/2. Our base is our 700 square feet, and our height is 25 feet. So that gives us 17,500 divided by 2. 1/2 of that equals 8,750. Now we need to convert, that's cubic feet, and it wants yards. So to get from feet to yards, we divide by 27. So we divide this number by 27 for 324.074 because it wanted 3 decimal places. Okay, calculate the total cost of building a house that is 30 feet by 52 feet by 12 feet with a gable roof that is 7 feet high at the highest point. The cost of construction is $5.75 per cubic foot. Let's start with the house. And it's 30 feet times 52 feet times 12 feet. So the house is 18,720 cubic feet. Now the roof, we're going to find area. And remember, area is 1/2 base times height. Okay? So to do that, we're going to have 30 times 52 times 7 times 1/2. So that gives us, this number right here is 10920 divided by 2, or times 0.5, whichever. The roof is going to be 5,460 cubic feet. Let's add those together. That gives us a total cubic feet of 24,180. So the whole house is 24,180 cubic feet. Construction's $5.75 per cubic foot. So we can take that number times 575, and that'll tell us that the total is 139,035. A 110 foot by 135 foot lot has a setback away from the front of 15 feet by 3 feet on the two sides. How many square feet usable surface are left? So what we need to determine is, what is our square footage? Well, our square footage is, oops, got to turn on the pen, 110 times 135. So our square feet are 14,850. Well, of that, we need to know, once we remove this, how much is left. So we need to figure out how many square feet this is. For me, this is best done with a visual. Let's draw our lot. And we have our 110 and our 135. Okay, which means this is also 110 and this is also 135. But then it says we need to take 3 feet from the sides and a 15-foot setback. So to do that, what we're going to do is 3 feet and 3 feet are 6 feet. So from our 110, we're going to subtract 6 feet. That leaves us 104. Okay, so let's start with looking at our sides. Okay, so what we have here on our sides is we have 135 times 3 feet. But we've got it twice, right? We got to do that again over here. So let's just multiply that by 2, because we have 135 times 3 feet twice. That gives us a total of, for our sides, 810. Then let's look at our front. We have 104 times 15 feet. And this one, we only do it once. We only have to take one. We're not taking any off the back. So this one we only have to do once. We don't do it twice. And that is 1560. And when I add those together, I get 2370. So if I take my total square footage and I subtract my 2,370, I'm left with 12,480 of usable space. A developer is subdividing 10.5 acres into 7,500 square feet building lots. If 20% of the acreage is reserved for roads, sidewalks, and parks, how much acreage is available for the lots? Okay. We have 10.5 acres. We've got to remove 20%. So that leaves us with what? 80%. So 10.5 times 80% equals 8.4 acres. Okay. A developer is subdividing 10.5 acres into 7,500 square feet building lots. If 20% of the acreage is reserved for roads, sidewalks, and a park, how many lots can the tract be divided? Well, this is the previous question, right? So we know we had 8.4. So we know that 10.5 times 0.8 is 8.4. But we need to talk square feet. So we need to multiply by 43,560. And that gives us 365,904 square feet to work with. And we know 7,500 per lot. So we're going to divide by 7,500. That gives us 48.79. But we can't do anything with this. So the answer is simply 48. A 120 by 135 foot lot has a setback of 25 feet from the front, 10 feet on each side, and 35 feet from the rear. What percentage of lot is usable for building purpose? So we have another one of those where it's best to start with a picture of our lot. And we know this is 120 and this is 135. And we're going to take 10 off the sides, and then we're going to take 25 from the front, and we're going to take 35 from the back. Okay, so we have 10 and 10 is 20. So from right here, we're going to subtract 20. And that leaves us 100 feet. So what we're going to do is 100 feet times 25. And then 100 feet times 35. Okay, then we take our 135 times 10, but we need to do it twice, right? 135 times, so let's just say times 2. 135 times 10 times 2 is, I think that's 2,700. 135 times 10 times 2 is 2,700. Let's add all of that up. These three together gives us 8,700. Okay, so that's how much unusable. Okay. Now, our total square footage is 120 times 135. So we subtract our 8,700, and that leaves us with 7,500 usable square feet. However, they wanted us to give our answer in a percentage. So we've got to divide that by our total. I'm going to change colors again, which gives us 0.4620. Where's that a 3? Let's see. 7,500 divided by 16200 is 4630. But we want a percentage, so I multiply that times 100, and that equals 46.30. How much would it cost to build a driveway 10 feet wide by 80 feet long and 5 inches thick if the concrete costs $135 per cubic yard and finishing costs are $8 per square foot? Round to the nearest dollar. We saw a similar question to this. Look, remember, feet, and inches. This is really 5 over 12. 5 divided by 12 is 0.4. 0.4. Okay, so let's do 10 by 80 times 0.4. Equals 320 cubic feet. We need to convert it to yards. So we do that by dividing by 27. That gives us 11.85 cubic yards. Times 135 gives us a total of 1,600 for the concrete. The finishing is $8 per square foot. So our square foot is 10 by 80, which is 800 times $8 equals 6,400. Add our 1,600. Gives us 8,000. How much will it cost to purchase a lot 70 feet by 125 feet at $5 per square foot? Well, what's our total square foot? 125 times 70 equals 8750 at $5 times $5 equals 43,750. That concludes this module lecture. I know that there were some complicated questions in this one. If you have any questions or need to discuss, please reach out to me. Good luck.